Hello, Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? So, in today's discussion, I'd like to talk about the diplomatic policy of Bangladesh in resolving the different kinds of political issues arising in the South Asian context and the South Asian political view. I'm not the international astrologer and international expert who can effectively say something about the international politics and international mechanism. But from my own intention, I would like to talk about the effective materials of the international law and the diplomatic policies, which has been organized from the very beginning of the commencement of Bangladesh. For this kind of information, in the year 1971, Bangladesh became independent from Pakistan, and but still Bangladesh had have a very good relationship. Bangladesh have a very good effective procedure of relationship with the Indian government, with the Pakistani government. But most of the political leaders think that we have to cut off our relationship with India, we have to cut off our relationship with Pakistan, we have to cut off our relationship from our neighbor countries. But in international law, it is definitely impossible. As a nation state, you have to make a very good relationship with the another states, another nations. That will make a very good goosebumps in shaping your political history, your industrial history, your correspondence history for the future time. For example, if Bangladesh think that I need no types of single helps from our neighbor country, I need no types of single help from Pakistan, I need no types of single help from India, I need no types of single help from our neighbor countries, what will happen? So in that mechanism, the neighbor countries, they will lost their credibility over Bangladesh. Even they have no intention from their diplomatic side to make a very good relationship with the Bangladeshi people. Whether the government can initiate a more program, the government can initiate a collaborative program in enhancing the political history of those two countries. The second reason is that the economic independence of the state. For example, geographically a country can be very rich. For example, India is very rich in geographically, Pakistan is also rich in geographically, Bangladesh is also rich in producing huge amount of harvest every year geographically. So it is on kind of geographical benefit, but geographical benefit doesn't mean you need no types of single help from your neighbor country, you need no types of single help from your from this country in which has a very good relationship of my stakeholders of my country's program. So, in that perspective, the international philosophers willfully said that every country have to nurture a very good relationship with its neighbor country, because neighbor country will help the country dimensionally by two ways. First of all, the neighbor country will help the context to help the country in the time of the danger, in the time of the crucial moment of time. For example, if Bangladesh is in a very big problem, first of all, the Pakistan will come, India will come, and other organizational institutions like SARC, Asian, they will come for to resolve the matter with a very short time. But my question is, why Bangladesh will take the steps to cut off the relationship with Pakistan, to cut off the relationship with the neighbor country. I think it's actually a radical decision to cut off the relationship with our neighbor country. And for these reasons, we will lost the credibility of those countries in which has a strong relationship from the very beginning of the commencement of Bangladesh. So having lots of political issues, cultural issues, literature issues, I think that we need to nurture a very good relationship status. We need to keep a very good relationship status with our neighbor country, and that is actually effective and politically assured. And by this way, a country can achieve the sustainable success in the field of the education sector, in the field of the investment sector, in the field of the economic sector, or the pro-political economical system in the modern age. A question may arise. So, if you would like to make a very good relationship with your neighbor country, so in that perspective, your neighbor country has the intention to surprise you, to pressure you for doing this types of activities. In that moment, what is the duty of you? So, I think that in that perspective, I have to make a very good neutral relationship with the neighbor country. That means from the neighbor country, I will nurture a very good relationship. Whether the neighbor country, they can take the help from us, and we can also take the help from the neighbor countries, because our neighbor country is India. They are enhanced a very good procedure in the IT sector, in the procedure of the economic sector. I think that we have to make a very good relationship for our own belief and for our own perspective, because every year Bangladesh has produced lots of unemployment students, unemployment teachers, even unemployment manpower in Bangladesh. So what will be the future if Bangladesh is nurturing these types of effective policies and effective peoples in the own country? So it will definitely create a very big dilemma in the context of the pro-political history of Bangladesh. So if any kind of government and governmental policy would like to resolve the matter for the future time also, we have to change our foreign policy, we have to change our diplomatic policy. So in that perspective, Bangladesh has taken a very good diplomatic policy, which has been mentioned in Article 25 of Bangladesh Constitution. That means we would like to make a very good relationship with our foreign countries. So that doesn't mean you will support the illegal activities, malified activities, and against the humanitarian activities of your neighbor countries. For example, India not help their neighbor country Myanmar in the Rohingya issues. India never helped in Bangladesh for the water passing issues or the Tista Barrage Prokalp. So that doesn't mean our neighbor country will never help us in different kinds of political nature or qualified nature. So. Strongly, I believe that the neighbor country is a very good asset in whom I can believe in our crucial moment, in our crucial time. So Bangladesh is not a short country. Bangladesh is a very big country. Bangladesh has a lots of dreams in the future time also. So though we can be a small country, but we have enough capability to do so. We have enough capability in achieving the success for the future perspective, for the future time also. So inshallah I will do this in the future perspective. So before 20 years ago, our former prime minister Begum Khaleda Ji once said that most probably people think that we are actually nothing in the Asian politics and the Asian history, but gradually Bangladesh will become a very good historic country, in which country lots of political leaders of the world, lots of the stakeholders, even the international organizations, they can ensure the credibility, they can ensure the activities of the Bangladesh's success and supervisional history. And very recently, one of the pro-political leaders from Bangladesh, Khalilur Rahman, was became the president of the United Nations. But it doesn't mean United Nations will change their activities radically. So I think that I would like to request to Khalilur Rahman to change the humanitarian concept and the humanitarian laws regarding to the human rights conceptualized way. We have to implement the humanitarian rights and the human rights concept in the perspective of the Asian history and the Asian psychology, because lots of the people from the Rohingya background and from this background, they are suffering from huge amount of dilemma in their present lifestyle. Even there are no way to lead a very good life in that perspective. And strongly, I will support Bangladesh in the perspective, because Bangladesh has taken a very good decisions to give the asylum to the Rohingya people in the year 2017, 2018. So in that time, most of the people think that Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will get the Nobel Prize, but unfortunately she missed the Nobel Prize in that time. But I will not go through the process and go through the discussion of this criteria. Still, I believe that the people and Asian leaders, they will keep the consistent support and pro-political peace building activities initiated by the different kinds of political organization and political historic movement in Asian context in very recently. And we have to stop the dispute between arising between the intergenerational border, for example, between India Pakistan, India Bangladesh, or Pakistan Bangladesh. So we have to give up from the strategy with a very short time, so in the perspective, we will become a successful country in the future time also. Even Bangladesh has a lots of emerging histories. By this way, Bangladesh can get the success inshallah with a very short time. But before that, we have to sustain the pro-political activities with our foreign countries, with our neighbor countries. That will give us the extra strength in achieving the sustainable success for the future time also. Assalamu alaikum.